Okay, deep breaths, Mike. You got this. Let me turn the music off. There we go. Welcome, everyone, to the 2023 Virtual Reality Game Awards. This is my second year doing this. And I'm doing this because I think VR games should have a full award show. On the VR Awards that was hosted very, very well by Alex a couple of months ago from Between Realities, there was one VR game category. In the Jeff Keighley and all of his sponsors show, aka the Game Awards show, there was one VR AR category. It didn't even get a nominee video. It was just Jeff Keighley standing there saying, the nominees for best VR AR game, blah, 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 and just zip through it real quick. And I think that does a disservice to VR gaming in general. There were over 1,000 apps released on Steam. Some of those were hentai bots, but there was still a lot of content out there. Over 100 games released on the main meta store, over 500 games released on App Lab. There were a lot of games released into the ecosystem, and there isn't a show that celebrates all of that. So that's why this was created. There are 18 different categories this year, over 60 games nominated. The exact number is 69. Take a guess why I didn't put that number on the promotional material. And it represents over 50 different developers. So some ground rules. I really want to keep the chat civil. This is supposed to be a celebration of everything that happened in VR gaming in 2023. This isn't a place to get tribal about what platform you're on, why this game sucks or that headset sucks. You guys have X and Reddit and all other social media to have those discussions. I don't really want to do that here. This is all about celebrating and uplifting a bunch of dope games that got released that not a lot of people talk about. So let's try to keep it as civil as possible. For a game to qualify, I'm going to read this straight from the ballot. Every nominee had to release for the first time on the major VR virtual reality gaming platform in the calendar year 2023. That's January 1st to December 31st of last year. Any games that were only released on secondary platforms like AppLab, SideQuest, or Itch prior to 2023, as long as they got a full release on like the main meta store, or if they left early access on Steam in 2023, those are perfectly fine. Those are welcome. Doc Ock, welcome in. I'm going to be very slow reading chat, by the way, guys, because I have a whole outline in front of me. So I'm going to apologize if you're used to watching me stream on Twitch. This is going to be very, very different. I'm just trying to make sure I keep this to about an hour. Continuing on. Games that released on the major platform prior to 2023 and got a new platform in 2023. For instance, most of the PlayStation VR 2 category, most of the PlayStation VR 2 catalog, like Walking Dead Saints and Sinners, Red Matter 2, Pavlov, because those games were on other platforms prior to 2023, those are ineligible. I also do not do VR mods in this show. I don't do a lot of mods. I'm not really in that community. I just didn't feel right as like an authority figure on saying something like that. Games that only release in open alpha or beta are ineligible, and games that are strictly early access are ineligible. Are eligible, those are open. Normally, do you think? I'm trying not to ignore you guys, but there's a whole lot going on, and my control deck, which allows me to like press a button to cue a video, crapped the bed this morning. So I'm having to do all this manually, which is going to make this a little bit slower. I will try my best to keep the pace up. All right, so with that said, let's get into it. Oh, I'm sorry. We will be giving away multiple game keys over the course of this show. Because a lot of my content is Quest specific, we're giving away 7 different games, including 2 games from our sponsor, PolyArt Games. Most of those will be Quest. I have 2 sets of Steam keys for 2 of the games in the giveaway list. I'll address those separately when we get to that point. But most of these will be Quest keys. Just give you guys a heads up. Thank you, Russ. All right. Trying to keep up with chat. There's a chat widget over here, but it's on the wrong monitor and it's all screwed up. I got this set, good to go. All right. The first category is Best Sequel, and this is one of my favorites because 3 years ago, and anyone who's been in VR for a long time knows this, 3 years ago, we couldn't do a Best Sequel category. But I think it's a great sign of VR's growth that that developers are going back into their franchises, and 2 of the games that are nominated in this category are actually threequels, which means they've been back to the well twice because they've had success. I think that's a great sign for VR's growth. I love playing a good sequel. Here are your nominees for Best Sequel. Yes, I don't need to explain to anyone who's in the VR ecosystem why I asked for a sound check there. We don't need to talk about it. Let's just say I want to make sure the sound was good. Your winner for best sequel is Arizona Sunshine 2 by almost 12 percentage points. That came from Vertigo Games. The first Arizona Sunshine is a classic in VR. A lot of people were looking forward to that. I didn't know if the sequel was ever going to happen. So the game is available on PC VR, on PSVR 2, and on Quest. Congratulations to Vertigo Games. I don't know why Restream is congratulating me for 100 messages. That's very odd. Next category is Best Musical Score. We're going to open up our first giveaway right now. So if you are on YouTube, type VRGA as in Virtual Reality Game Award. If you are on Twitch, type !LOM. And if you do that, you'll be entered to the giveaway. We're going to draw those separately. We're going to give away a quest key for Moss Book 1 and Moss Book 2 because Polyart Games did sponsor this stream. And Moss Book 2 won Best Sequel and Best Musical Score last year. So we're going to give away one copy of each of those games. I will give away a copy of each game to a winner on YouTube and on Twitch. So if you don't win on one, you can win on the other if you are in both chats. Make sure that is firing correctly. Reason Million was marked ineligible, so we got that fixed. All you guys eligible. There's a key. Sorry, my bot's doing something very weird. Go ahead and queue up again, !LOM if you are on Twitch, and then type, if you're on YouTube, type VRGA to get into the giveaway. You have until this trailer ends to enter for, which one am I doing first? Never mind, these are all quests. You have until the end of this trailer, which is going to be Moss Book 2, to get your entries in, and then we will draw, and then we'll do the next category. It's the trailer for Moss Book 2.
There are those who look into the eyes of another and see opportunity. A soul to corrupt and twist. Their stories are the ones we fear. And there are those who see potential. The light within the soul. A chance to lift someone up to achieve the impossible. Their stories rise to legend. So tell me, what do you see in Quill? Because her story depends on you.
All right, let's draw each of those. We're going to draw YouTube first because YouTube is just going to post something in chat, whereas Twitch has a whole production piece tied to it called Lactools. The winner for Twitch, let me go ahead the winner for YouTube, go ahead, hit roll it. Is Samson from the Let's Talk Oculus podcast. Mia, let's make sure that gets on the game sheet, please. Samson won for Moss Book 1 and Moss Book 2 on YouTube. Let me pull up this. And now we're going to draw for Twitch. Here we go. I am not even sure how to say that name. We're going to go with Daughter. We're going to go with Daughter. Because I'm not going to try to say that last name. But congratulations, Daughter. You will win both keys. I will send you a whisper directly on Twitch with both of those keys after this stream ends. Really, the Let's Talk August community winning those. Congratulations, Samson. All right. Type all these clean. Take all you guys out. Do our next one here in a few minutes. Again, I don't have my control deck, so this is going to go a lot slower than I would normally would, and I apologize for that. It completely crapped the bed on me this morning. Okay, next category is Best Musical Score. Here are your nominees. I might need to wait a little bit longer because I'm seeing that Twitch for some reason, not Twitch, excuse me, YouTube seems to be a little bit more behind. So I may wait another few, like another minute or so on the giveaway to make sure everyone has a chance to get in. Anywho, your winner for Best Musical Score, sorry, I'm tired and very nervous, is I Expect You to Die 3. I Expect You to Die 3 won with 31% of the vote. The second place was Dungeons of Eternity. It was 10 points ahead of that. So great job. And a fantastic soundtrack from Shell Games. The opening credits to that game alone should have won this category. The opening credits are absolutely amazing. So again, an awesome job to Shell Games. Great job. The next category is Best Multiplayer, and I have a special guest presenter for that one. Here he is. This is for Best Multiplayer.
Hello, everybody. My name is Samson, and I co-host the, according to all of our Patreons, #1 VR podcast out there, the Let's Talk Oculus podcast, where each week Dan and I talk about what we've been playing, we cover some VR news topics, and every once in a while, we interview a developer or content creator who's in the field. One of my favorite aspects of gaming is hanging out with my friends. In fact, I once told Live Open Mic that every game should probably have a multiplayer aspect to it. Was I serious? Probably. I'm a pretty serious guy. Anyway, I digress. I am honored to have this opportunity to present the 2023 VR Game Award for Best Multiplayer Game. I have delayed enough. Here are the nominees. Oh, hello, everybody.
I screwed up. I hit the close queue before Samson was done with this video, so I'm gonna have to play it manually. Because why would I not have tech issues? Why would I have tech issues today? I hit the button a little bit too fast. I'm a little too trigger happy. So give me 1 second, and you'll hear the end of Samson's video because he actually announces the winner. Good job, Mike. Again, very nervous.
Hello, everybody.
Pause. I'm here, and skip to the end. There, go.
Okay. This sucks because I love all of these games, but we can only pick one winner. And tonight, your winner for the best multiplayer game goes to Ghosts of Tabor. Congratulations to Combat Waffle Studios. Be sure to check out the Let's Talk Oculus podcast wherever you get your podcasts and enjoy the rest of the show. Hello, everybody.
This was basically a 2-horse race. It was between Breachers and Ghosts of Tabor, pretty much from the word go. Just monitoring this the whole time I was watching the whole thing, it was either Ghosts of Tabor or it was Breachers, or it was Ghosts of Tabor, or it was Breachers, and it just went like this over and over and over again. I don't know why my arm is cutting off on that side. That's weird, but it's okay. We'll just keep it moving. Anyway, congratulations to Combat Waffle for a fabulous release. Ghosts of Tabor will hit the main meta store, I think, next month, if I'm not mistaken. I think it's in February. And part of this show is we're going to preview some games that are coming out in 2024. There was a game that came out a couple of years ago called Wanderer. That was one of the best games released that year, and I completely blanked on it when I did last year's award show because it came out in like January. I have never stopped getting crap from my friend Hey Call Me Clay for that. So there is a remake coming out pretty soon. It's called Wanderer Fragments of Fate. Here's the trailer for that.
Time is a complicated business, isn't it, Asher? And you've managed to bend, if not nearly break it.
Asher, it's your grandfather, John. This world you know, battered and broken, is not the world that was intended. There are those that believe humanity was always fated to destroy itself.
Hey, kid, you there?
Well, thank you for gracing us with your presence.
But be careful. Not all is what it seems. You must finish what I could not.
Hitch up your britches, Asher. Something tells me we're in for one hell of an adventure!
Eagle, we still have no response from you. We presume the worst.
That is Wanderer Fragments of Fate. That will come out sometime this year. Even though I did grab the Quest version of that trailer, so you saw the Quest logo and a headset at the end. The game will hit PSVR 2 and PCVR as well. Can't wait to play that game. Again, can't wait to experience that. And then probably ignore it next year because I just want to piss off Hey Call Me Clay. The next category is Best Flat to VR Port. Because of the release of PSVR 2, this category was a bit heavier than usual because a lot of times when we see flat to VR ports, we'll see older games that are being ported up. For instance, Bulletstorm is a great example of that. Because PSVR 2 released, some of their flagship games were newer games and they were absolutely incredible. Here are your nominees for Best Flat to VR Port. I put a post out on X last week before the voting closed saying that multiple categories were less than 50 votes separated between the winner and the game that was losing. This is one such category. The winner won by, I'm doing the math here, 36 votes over the second place game. That winner is Resident Evil 4 Remake from Capcom and Sony. Congratulations to that team over at Capcom on the two fantastic ports, because they did Village when PSVR 2 came out as well. So just crushed it this year. Fantastic job. Next category is Best Ongoing Support. This is the only category where you got games from before 2023. We've all played a game that we absolutely loved. And I'll respond to that in just a second. We've all played a game that we absolutely love, but the support just died off either because the devs moved on to new games, or unfortunately because the player base or the sales weren't strong enough to justify continuing supporting that. So when you see a game that year after year after year or month after month or whatever continues to update it, continues to get updates, get new content, that is something that we love to see. So I wanted to make sure that we called that out. Here are your nominees for Best Ongoing Support. The winner for Best Ongoing Support, this was another one where first place, second place, and third place entirely, all three of those were separated by less than 100 votes. And the winner is Hot Deuce, Horseshoes, and Hand Grenades. It won by 36 votes over Among Us VR, which came in second, and it won by 66 votes over Walkabout Mini Golf, which came in third. I'm not gonna lie, the voting on this one completely surprised me. I thought Walkabout Mini Golf was gonna win this running away. But this is 100% fan voted, and good job to that community getting out and supporting I always call it Hover when I see it, because the shorthand is H3 VR. But congratulations to Hot Dogs, Horseshoes, and Hand Grenades for continuing to update itself, for continuing to be updated. Lord, when did that game come out? I want to say 3 or 4 years ago, something like that, and it's just constantly gotten updates since then. So fantastic job there. We're going to open up another giveaway because the next category is Best Puzzle Game. And one of the games nominated is the game we're going to give away now. This game is called Silhouette. It is a hand tracking based puzzle game. If you are used to playing something, if you're a little bit older like me, a game like Lemmings, or more recently, something like Humanity or like Kartoffel, this is along those same lines. You are trying to move a sprite from one side of the screen to the other, using only hand tracking to create platforms, to create guns, to blow stuff up, and things like that. It's a really, really cool game, and if you play it on Quest 3, the hand tracking is superior, and that makes the experience a lot better. Go ahead and open that up now. Again, if you're on Twitch, type !LOM. If you're on YouTube, type the letters VRGA as a Virtual Reality Game Award to get yourself in. You have until the end of this trailer to get your entries in. Again, that's !LOM on Twitch, or VRGA if you are on YouTube. Playing the trailer right now, and this is Silhouette. That Silhouette, last call, type exclamation point LOM if you're on Twitch, type VRGA if you're on YouTube to get into that giveaway. VRGA, Ian. You're almost there. You keep typing Vega. VRGA. I'm gonna give you another chance. Give it another shot. Actually, you know what? I'm just gonna go ahead and automatically enter you in there. Here we go. Geez, I don't know why it keeps disqualifying you for some reason. Let's go ahead and fix that. Okay, Ian, you're in now. Go ahead and roll the winner. Here we go for YouTube. Your winner on YouTube is Mia Moment. Mia Moment, congratulations. And now we're going to pull the winner for Twitch. Let me pull the full screen up. And here we go. Here's the winner for Twitch. Ronan, who I will be watching the Royal Rumble with later this evening over in his Discord. I'm going to post a link to that on my Twitter account. Won the key for Silhouette. Ronan, congratulations. I will send you that key. I promise. There's a running joke with me and Ronan about him getting prizes for me. I promise, Ronan, I will send you that key shortly after this stream ends. I'll go ahead and get all the keys out. Like I said, that is one of the nominees in Best Puzzle. I love a good puzzle game, even though one of the games on this list absolutely did my head in, and I'm very glad I did not stream it because you would have seen me run my head through a wall. Here are nominees for Best Puzzle Game. Thank you, Mia, for getting Ian the Discord link. I appreciate that. If you can't find it, let me know. I'll post a link in chat. The winner for Best Puzzle Game is I Expect You to Die 3 from Shell Games. That is the second award today for I Expect You to Die 3. That is not the game that actually did me in, although it took me about 8 hours to finish that one. The game that did me in was Firmament. That game was so hard. It's absolutely gorgeous. It's a great game, but I wanted to punch things trying to figure out some of the puzzles in that one. I Expect You to Die 3 ran away with this category. It got over 60% of the vote, which is incredible. Love to see Shell Games continuing to double down on that. I think the third game is the best game in that series. So big ups to Shell Games for that one. Fantastic job. The next category is Best Shooter. There is a shooter and another sequel that's coming up in 2024. Here's a look at Zero Caliber 2.
Every single bullet counts. The future depends on your aim. Can we count on you?
That's Zero Caliber 2. That game will release later this year. Zero Caliber 1 is another OG shooter. It was one of the first story-based first-person shooters you could play in VR. This campaign is pretty good. And I'm looking forward to playing the sequel on that. And of course, because of Zero Caliber, it absolutely will have multiplayer. I keep hearing about the game. We're trying all three. So you just jump right to the third. No, play all three. All three are brilliant. All three are absolute. Assuming you're talking about I Expect You to Die, all three of those games are absolutely brilliant. Play them all. They're fantastic. And like I said before, the next category is Best Shooter. Here are your nominees. Solid Scorpius over on Twitch. I just saw your message. Kick rocks. Your winner for Best Shooter is Ghosts of Tabor. This was another 2-horse race between Breachers and Ghosts of Tabor. Multiplayer was a lot closer. Ghost won by about 150 votes. This one was pretty much a blowout. Ghost was winning basically from the start. Breachers caught up and then Ghost pulled away. Ghost won by over 500 votes in this category. A massive great job to Combat Waffle in that community, to be able to grow that community to that size while being in App Lab, which is a very, very difficult thing to do. I speak from experience. That's just a fantastic job. So congrats to Ghosts of Tabor. That is their, I think, second win. Yeah, second win, because they won multiplayer earlier. Moving right along. Next category is Best Sports. Sports are kind of like a tricky thing in VR because obviously you can't dribble a basketball effectively. It's hard to get the feeling of swinging a bat, but there are some games that have tried to do it very well. There's a lot of good racing games in VR. Your categories for your nominees for Best Sports. That was Best Sports. You did notice there were a lot of racing games in there and a lot of tennis. Honestly, even though there were games in other categories and other sports, I just felt like those were the best of the best throughout this. And your winner for Best Sports was Gran Turismo 7. It won by, trying to do the math here, 12 points over NFL Pereira 2. So a pretty big win for that. It actually didn't have any votes when voting started. All the votes for this one came in relatively late. So I don't know if someone galvanized the Discord or whatever. I'm not sure, but congrats to Gran Turismo, the VR mode for that. Honestly, people were buying PlayStation VR 2s just to play Gran Turismo in VR with full driving setups and wheels and driving rigs and all that stuff. It was a lot of fun seeing all of those videos hit social media when that game dropped. So that's awesome. Waiting for 30 seconds of VR coverage is underwhelming. Yeah, 100% prop. That's why this show exists. For real. Welcome in, by the way. Sorry, I'm looking at my outline. I'm working across 3 monitors and there's a whole bunch going on here. So going a little bit slower than I wanted to. So we'll probably go a little bit over that hour mark, but it shouldn't be too bad. Next category is Best Combat. VR is known for melee combat, dating all the way back to stuff like Hellsplit Arena and Blade and Sorcery. There's been a ton of entries this year. This actually was pretty hard to whittle down to just 7 games. Here are your nominees for Best Combat. There's something funny about the fact that I put piano music under best combat. I just found that amusing. I don't know, maybe it's not for anyone else. Your winner for best combat is Breachers. It won. It was neck and neck with the second place game, which is Dungeons of Eternity, until like the last 4 days of voting, and then it jumped ahead by 200 votes. I'm not sure if the Breachers community posted on their Discord or whatever, but just there was a surge of votes that came in late, like Thursday or so. 200 votes. I made sure that they weren't spam because I did have a spam filter on my ballot. It actually threw out about 400 ballots, so I know it was actually working. But congratulations to Breacher. I know Samson will be very, very happy about that. Hi, Tay. The next category is Best Adventure Game. We're going to set up another giveaway for this one. The giveaway is for a game that I really liked in 2023, a game called Genotype. I'm going to show you the trailer in just a second. If you would like to get in, type !LOM to get your name into that giveaway. Genotype it's a story-based shooter in the vibe of something like, if you like a game like Alien Isolation or Metroid Prime, it's got those vibes. I really enjoyed the game. Go ahead and get yourself into that. !LOM if you're in chat. Excuse me, if you're in Twitch. !LOM if you're in Twitch. If you are on YouTube, just type the letters VRGA in chat for Virtual Reality Game Award. VRGA, and you will get yourself into the running for that. These are Quest keys only because this game actually is only on Quest. It will release on PCVR later this year for anyone who was wondering. So PCVR fans will get to experience that. Here is your trailer for Genotype. Yeah. And of course I didn't size this correctly. Hold on. There we go. Restarting it.
All the people who worked here, did they all?
All of them.
But not you.
I dealt with other challenges. You see those gloves? They're a prototype of the Grade, an organic 3D printer, and your best bet to stay alive while you're here. We found a fossil in the ice. From its DNA, we recreated hundreds of species of flora and fauna, but the ecosystem took over. Those who didn't die from the creatures died from the airborne poison.
Poison? Will it affect me?
It's already in your bloodstream. The spores will reach your brain within a day and you'll die. But I've got a trick up my sleeve. I've worked on something that'll make this whole ecosystem vanish. Presto. You need to track down 9 DNA samples from the foreign ecosystem. That way my virus knows what to attack when you inject it into the ecosystem's core.
9 DNA samples. All right. But one thing, I don't want you to leave me alone down here, okay?
Don't worry, I'll keep an eye on you all the time.
That is Genotype. We're going to do the drawings for those in a minute. For those who are curious, because Hey Call Me Clay and I both played that game before the Quest 3 update hit. I don't know why my hand is cutting off. That's really annoying. The game has since gotten a Quest 3 update and looks absolutely phenomenal. So you can play the game on Quest 3. If you have a Quest 3, absolutely play it on that. It plays Final Quest 2. That's the way I originally experienced it. I've actually played the game 3 times because I played the game in beta. But if you have a Quest 3, revisit it. It looks awesome. It looks great. Let's go ahead and pull the YouTube winner. The winner of the key on YouTube is D Scruffles from Rough Talk VR. D Scruffles from Rough Talk VR. Congratulations. I will send you the key to Genotype at the end of this stream. Let's pull up the screen and we're going to run it for Twitch. Here we go. Brandon? Brandon wins the giveaway for Genotype. Why is my screen still up there? Get off there. Get off there. I saw a winner there. There we go. GG's Brandon. Again, I will send that key out after this stream ends. To present Best Adventure, there's some guy that you may have heard of. He's actually a very good friend of mine. This is Hey Call Me Clay.
My name is Clay, a variety streamer and VR creator on both Twitch and YouTube. And one of my favorite things to do in VR is step into the shoes of a main character about to embark on an epic adventure. Whether I'm climbing up the face of a mountain with a bow and arrow in hand ready to take down a Thunderjaw, or maybe I crash somewhere in the Antarctic and stumble across a scientific laboratory that needs my help to save humanity. VR adventure games are simply my cup of tea. So, I am really excited to announce the 2023 VR Game Award for Best Adventure Game. And the nominees are and the winner is Asgard's Wrath 2 from Sanzaru Games and Oculus Studios. Congrats and thank you so much for creating another VR adventure game for us to sink our teeth into. Thank you.
Probably help find muted my mic. I love Asgard's Wrath 2. I'm almost 70 hours into the game now. I'm going to finish that next week on Twitch, so be sure to tune in for that. But every game in this category, like Clay, I love playing story-based games. I've played every game in this category. They're all worthy of your time. Please absolutely go check them out. The point of this show is not to make winners and losers. The point of this show is just to remind you guys of how many dope games we had this year. So if you saw a game in any of these nominee videos, I was like, ooh, I need to check that out. That's kind of the point of this, to help awareness for these games to get into the hands of more people. I want to play this game so bad I still get my VR legs. Take your time, Ian. Please, absolutely take your time, because you do not want to make yourself sick. 100%. Asgard's Wrath 2 won by less than 50 votes over the second place game, which was Assassin's Creed Nexus. And Resident Evil 4 Remake was in third place, but it was about 120 or so votes behind. So congratulations to Sanzaru Games on, in my opinion, the best quest game ever made. I'm just going to say it. The best quest game ever made. I want to interlude real quick. Mia Moment has asked me to redraw the key for Silhouette, because apparently my widget is acting up. So for everyone on, redraw the key for Silhouette on YouTube specifically. So for everyone on YouTube, you would like to win the key for Silhouette. That's the hand track based puzzle game. Type VRGA in chat right now, and I'm just going to redraw that one. Just try to type VRGA in chat, and we'll re-roll that one. The Twitch winner is fine, so we're not going to redraw that. And you will have until the end of this next trailer, because the next category is best family friendly game. Most of the time platformers are pretty family friendly. There are some absolutely great platformers in VR, like the Moss series, the sponsor of this show, PolyArt Games. There's also VR Adventure. There's Astrobot if you're a PSVR fan. There's one coming out here soon. Actually, will drop on App Lab in 2 weeks in early access. This game is called Max Mustard. It will hit the main meta store in March. Here's a look. Sorry, having a slight technical issue here, but that was Max Mustard. I can't wait to play that game. I'm so excited it comes out in a couple of weeks. We're absolutely going to be playing that on Twitch, and I'm going to get as much coverage on that on YouTube as possible. I have 3 entries for Silhouette. Going once, that is Kathy, Helio, and Ian. Going once, going twice, re-rolling it. The new winner is Kathy. Kathy F has won the key for Silhouette. Congratulations. Again, I will send all these out after this stream ends. GG's, Kathy. That eligibility here. There we go. Hop back over here. Here are your nominees for Best Family Friendly Game. Your winner for Best Family Friendly Game by less than 100 votes is Power Wash Simulator. I think everyone has experienced this. There are games that sometimes you just don't get, like, why do people like this? But I don't know why my green screen's acting up. That's really starting to aggravate me. But I'm actually very happy that the game won because it had a massive surge in popularity, higher than anything I've ever seen, and it's also very popular in flat screen world as well. A lot of people were excited to play that. So congratulations to Power Wash Simulator. And sticking to family friendly, the next category is Best Horror Game. We're gonna set up another giveaway for this one. We're gonna give away a game called Inverse. It is, I guess the best way to describe this is akin to a virtual reality version of Dead by Daylight, but frankly, I'm not a Dead by Daylight fan, and I absolutely love this game. I have a Quest and a Steam key for the winners here. We're going to do the Quest key first. We're going to do the Quest key, we're going to play the trailer for the game, and then we'll draw the Quest key. We'll reset and do the Steam key right after that, after we announce the winner. So if you would like to win a Quest key for Inverse, go ahead and type !LOM in chat right now on Twitch. Or VRGA if you are on YouTube, if you would like to win a Quest key. We'll do the Steam drawing after that. Everything is set up correctly. Next year, VR Irony. Well, Lawnmower Simulator is coming here pretty soon, actually. Lawnmower Simulator VR just got announced for Quest. That's going to drop next month. I laughed my head off when I saw it, but thank you, show. Appreciate you stopping through. Make sure everyone's getting in, everyone's eligible. Go ahead and get all your entries in. You have until the end of this trailer to get your entries in. This is for the Steam key for Inverse.
Arise, slaughter all the humans before they vanquish you.
Come in, this is Chaos 5 doing comm checks. I can hear it, stalking me, watching me. If anybody is nearby, please help me.
Weapon caches have opened. Obtain the guns and destroy the creature.
It's behind me!
All other agents are down. It's now up to you to finish the mission.
That was Inverse. The game actually does have AI built into it, so if you don't have friends to play with, you can play with bots. And unlike a lot of games, the AI bots are actually pretty decent. I was really surprised at the artificial intelligence built into that game. Really, really impressive. The winner, it's not disqualifying people. Yeah, I need to figure out what's going on with my bots because everything's being a little bit weird right now. I'm having to like manually remove people who did not enter for some inane reason. Not sure. Okay, I think I got everyone. We're gonna roll the winner for Steam on YouTube. The winner is Helio. Helio has won a Steam key for Inverse. Now let's roll the one for Twitch. That should have been full screen. Here we go. Clearly that was rigged. Clearly that was absolutely rigged for Hey Call Me Clay. So I'm gonna wipe Clay's name out and we're gonna I'm joking. I'm joking. Clay, congratulations. I will send you your key sometime next year. I'm gonna reset this now, and now we're gonna draw for the quest key. So again, if you did not win the Steam key, if you'd like to win the quest key, !LOM on Twitch or VRGA on YouTube to get your name in that drawing. We're gonna draw for the quest key. You have until the end of the nominee video. I'm gonna play in just a minute. Again, VRGA in chat on YouTube if you would like to win the quest key. !LOM if you are on Twitch. Here are the nominees for Best Horror Game. I did not scroll the Best Horror. Here we go. We'll draw the winners right after I announce the winner for Best Horror, and that game is Five Nights at Freddy's 2 Help. Excuse me, Five Nights at Freddy's Help Wanted 2. Someone already pushed back on this because they said it's not available on Quest. Doesn't matter. It released on Steam and on PSVR 2 towards the end of 2023, so it did qualify, and it won with almost half the vote. Holy crap. The second place game was Resident Evil Village, the VR mode. So congratulations to that team. Rid of Propagation doesn't win. Propagation came in third, Clay. I'm sorry to tell you. I told you about that game. You didn't want to listen to me. Okay, let's draw for YouTube for the quest key. The winner of the quest key is Rolling Ian. Ian has won the quest key for Inverse. Ian, congratulations. Pull up this, over to this screen, and now we're going to draw from Twitch. We're gonna go with Mark War, I believe is how I'm supposed to say that. I hope I got that right. Mark War, congratulations. You have won the quest key for, excuse me, you've won the quest key for Inverse. Congratulations. You will get your key shortly after this stream ends. Thank you, Score, for finally admitting that I'm right. Yes, the people spoke, Clay. Probably get your third insanity. The people have spoken. Yes, the people have spoken. That was another category. I was really surprised how the voting went for that one. I really was. I was very surprised. Back to my outline here. Wipe all these people out of the giveaway. We've done that. Okay, the next category is Best Art and visuals, we all eat with our eyes first. And there are times where you might not even play a game if you see the graphics for it and just see that it looks like crap. Grid Legends is a really good example of that. When people saw the trailer for that, or people saw reviews for that, they were like, you know what, I'm probably going to pass on that. But the gameplay in Grid Legends is actually good. Visuals do matter as much as people like me sometimes try to say otherwise. And one of the games that are coming out in 2024 that looks absolutely amazing is called Arcane Age. Here is a look at that. That's Arcane Age. It said Oculus there, but I did not see any news on the Quest release for that. As far as I know, it's just going to PC VR and PlayStation VR 2. So that might be a situation where they're releasing it on the Rift store as well, which would be fantastic for me. Yeah, you're talking about eating with your eyes. Okay, I was trying to keep up with what was happening in chat over on the Twitch side. The game looks absolutely incredible. I will say I could not get a high-res version of this trailer. I had to pull it from YouTube, and the best I got was 720p. So if it looked like pixely or so, that's why. Go watch the trailer for yourself on YouTube. It looks absolutely stunning. Speaking of stunning, here are your nominees for Best Art and Visuals. Your winner for Best Art and Visuals, and this is why I was telling people if they wanted to have their vote heard, they needed to vote. This game won by exactly 50 votes. Your winner is Horizon Call of the Mountain. It won by 50 votes over Asgard's Wrath 2, which beat Synapse by 30 votes. So less than 100 votes separated 1, 2, and 3. A very, very close category. Congratulations to Guerrilla Games and Fire Sprite for basically the flagship game for PSVR 2. And despite the reprojection and all the stuff that happened with that game, it is still an absolutely stunningly gorgeous game to look at. You really can't deny that. Congrats to the team for Horizon. A reminder, this stream is sponsored by Polyart Games, the makers of Moss and Moss Book 2. We gave away a couple of those keys earlier in the stream. They're developing a multiplayer game called Glassbreakers. It was released in early beta late last year. Played it for a couple of months. They have since taken it out of beta because they're going back and taking on all the feedback from the fans who played the game and trying to make the game better. It will release later on this year in 2024 in full on the main meta store. If you played the game in beta when the beta was free, you will actually get the game for free when it launches on Steam and Quest. So that is a perk for anyone who played the beta. This is Glassbreakers.
Do come in. There's much to show you. In the game of glass, you must first face yourself. Who is it that you are today? A leader to revere? Perhaps a tyrant to fear? And who do you see by your side? Because your choice of champions can either make you or break you.
Yes, my lord.
So, will you and your squad reign victorious?
We must.
Time to face your opponent and find out.
Rise and give life. Bring it!
Force them all!
Who needs one?
We're strongest together!
Drama.
Now's the time! Attack their glass! Good luck, and may the glass break your way.
Obviously, that's an old trailer because it's not available on App Lab anymore. The game will release in full on the main meta store and in PCVR later this year. Keep an eye out for that. The reason I played that trailer because Moss is a MOBA-like strategy game, and the next category is Best Strategy. This is a category that I think is kind of underserved in VR, and I would love to see more strategy games, more full-blown RPGs, more games of a different variety than just shooter, zombies, and co-op come to VR. There's a lot of good variety, but we can always use more. Here are nominees for Best Strategy Game. Here are your nominees for Best Strategy. And your winner, and I'm gonna call this an upset because I thought a different game would win, but they came in second. Your winner is Cards and Tankards. If you have not played that game, it's basically a card-based battle game where you play against someone else sitting across the table for you. You're in this like medieval hall, almost like you're in a Renaissance fair. It's a really, really cool motif, and I'm fairly certain the game is free. I need to play more of it. What I did play, I really enjoyed. But I thought Demeo Battles was going to win that running away just because it's probably the most popular game on this list. It came in second by 160 votes. So congratulations to the Cards and Tankards team. Excellent job. Our next category is Best Action Game, and this is our final guest presenter of the evening. This is Show Futuristic giving us the Best Action category.
Hey everyone, it's Show Futuristic from the YouTube channel Show Futuristic, where I sometimes do mini essays about what everyone's now calling spatial computing. But when I'm focused on VR, there is nothing like getting hyped over a new action game. And 2023 has some bangers. It's no exaggeration to say that the category of Best Action Game had too many outstanding games to choose from. There were intense experiences that really shone out in VR. I loved all of these titles, but when it comes down to choosing the best, here are the nominees. Your winner for Best VR Action Game, Dungeons of Eternity. No surprise there. This game was a triumph of fantasy PvE combat and should be mandatory on every headset. Congratulations to the developers at Othergate. It's well earned.
Thank you, Show Futuristic. Show and I, along with Hey Call Me Clay and 2 other content creators, host a monthly podcast that we're hoping to get back to because we got sick and the holidays happened, so we missed a couple of months. We're going to get back to that in February. It's called the XR Remix Podcast. It's just a bunch of guys sitting around talking VR from the business perspective because a couple of us work in the business, a couple of us have worked on the production side, so it gives you a different perspective than just VR fans. So be sure to check that out. I will post a link when our next episode drops. Looking forward to recording more with the boys. As far as Dungeons of Eternity, I said a lot of categories were close. This wasn't close. This wasn't close at all. Dungeons of Eternity pretty much took the lead from the start and won running away. It won with over 40% of the vote. No other game got over 15%. Just a pretty dominant victory. And to me, well deserved. The other games on this list are perfectly fine, but Dungeons of Eternity came out of nowhere and really just took the world by storm. It will be on PC VR later this year. So if you are not a Quest gamer, you will get to play Dungeons later on this year. I want to say it's either March or April. But a very, very good game. And for someone who doesn't like roguelites, even I got into it. So a fantastic offering. We're going to open up another giveaway. The next category is Best Physics. I need to move my mic a little bit closer. Excuse me. Next category is Best Physics. Stop me if you heard this before. Have you ever really, really liked the game, but you sucked at it? Like, you were just terrible. You couldn't play it at all. Either the mechanics were bad or the combat was bad. Not bad, but like you just weren't good at it. You're bad, not the game itself. Such is the case for the game we're about to give away now. The game is called Out of Hand. I had 2 quest keys to give away for this. So if you are on, let me make sure my tool is reset. It is reset. If you're on Twitch, type !LOM. If you are on YouTube, type VRGA as in Virtual Reality Game Award, VRGA. There are so many games like this with this style of locomotion. You're gonna see that in the trailer, and I'm just not good at that style. But the game itself is phenomenal, and it's a fantastic platformer, first-person platformer. I really like it. This is Out of Hand. You have until the end of this trailer to get your entries in, so go ahead and get in.
Hey! Hey, you! We need to get you out. Now. Punch the glass. Smash it. And off we go. With big hands come big responsibilities.
You think you can just hop around to destroy my things? Take this! And that!
You've got this. Come on. Let's get out of here.
I love the fact that a quirky looking game like that got by far the most entries of all the giveaways we run thus far. Both of the lists are absolutely loaded. Let's pull the YouTube winner now. The winner for Out of Hand on YouTube is Brandon VR. Congratulations. I'm going to kick you out of the Twitch one because you just won. So let's kick you out of that one. GG's on that one. Show, you just missed it. I'm so sorry. You just missed it. Reset the eligibility here, and now we're going to draw the winner for Twitch. Here we go. This for Out of Hand quest key on Twitch. I'm going to call that karmic payback. Mia Moment won a key earlier inadvertently that she did not want to win. So good job on Mia, has now won a game that she actually intended to win. Mia Moment has won the quest key from Twitch for Out of Hand. GG's Mia. Here are your nominees for Best Physics. Your winner for Best Physics, I know my friend, my podcast co-host Marty Do VR will be very, very happy to hear this. Your winner for Best Physics is Battle Talent. It won by about 12 points over the second place game, which is Gran Turismo 7, and Grimlord came in third. Congratulations to the Battle Talent team. That game has been around forever. I played that game on App Lab. I want to say in like mid 2021, something like that. I played the very, very early version of it. It wasn't nearly as polished as it is now. That game has come a long way. Congratulations to that team for sticking with it through a very long development process. They've made an excellent game. You should all check it out. Get back to my rundown here. Make sure I'm on point. I'm on point. I'm over an hour, so I'm going to pick up the pace a little bit here. The next category is Best Sound Design. This is different than Best Music. Best Musical Score is like the background music that you hear. Sound Design is like the sound of gunshots. It's a spatial audio if you're playing a horror game and you hear creepy children like snickering and laughing around you. It's all the ambient sounds if you're walking through like a lush green field. That's sound design, and good sound design will absolutely help with your immersion in the VR game. Bad sound design will absolutely kill your experience. Here are your nominees for Best Sound Design. Your winner for Best Sound Design, winning the second VRGA, is Breachers. Breachers won fairly comfortably. It won with 42% of the vote. Second place was Gran Turismo 7. Third was Vertigo 2. I was actually a little bummed. I thought Propagation Paradise Hotel, for all my problems I had with that game, had excellent sound design. I thought that would do a little bit better, but it's okay. The voters have spoken. The people have spoken. Breachers wins Best Sound Design. Ballman has arrived. Hello, Ballman. Usually the first commenter in all of my YouTube videos. We have one final category to give away. It is Virtual Reality Game of the Year. And we also have another giveaway. This is the last one of the show. It is for Ghosts of Tabor. By the way, thank you to Beyond Frames, who gave me the keys for Out of Hand, Ghosts of Tabor, and Silhouette. They've had a phenomenal year publishing games. But thank you very much to Beyond Frames, Mava over on there, for hooking me up with the keys for this. I have Steam and Quest keys for this. We're going to do the Steam drawing first. If you would like to win a Steam key for Ghosts of Tabor, type !LOM if you're on Twitch. If you're on YouTube, type VRGA. I'm going to play the trailer for Ghosts of Tabor, and then we're going to draw the Steam winners. Reset eligibility here on YouTube. Go ahead and get yourselves entered into that. Again, you have until the end of this trailer to get your entries in. Let's go to Tabor. I forgot how long that trailer is. Let's go ahead and draw the winners for the Steam keys. The winner for the Steam key for Ghosts of Tabor on YouTube is Show Futuristic. I didn't even think he... Am I widget messing up? Because I didn't think that's... I did not see Show enter. Hold on. I did not. That's annoying. They rolled him over from the left. He's not even listed in entry. Okay. No, Show did not enter. I just went back and ran through them again. For some reason, even though he's showing that he did not enter because he's not eligible on this widget's just acting up. So I'm going to roll this one more time. There we go. Kathy did actually enter, and Kathy has won the giveaway. So Kathy, congratulations. You have won the Steam key for Ghosts of Tabor. Yeah, Show, I didn't think you entered. I don't know why. It says you didn't enter on this, but for some reason your name still came up. That makes no sense. But Kathy, congratulations. You have won the Steam key from YouTube. Let's do the drawing for Twitch. I know this one is fine because I've used this widget for a very long time. Here we go. Mark wins his second key of the stream. GG's to Mark. I'll wipe all these clean. Through there. Mark, congratulations on winning the Steam key from Twitch. Now we're going to redraw. I just wiped everything clean. We're now drawing for the quest key for Ghosts of Tabor. For the quest key, if you're on Twitch, type !LOM. If you are on YouTube, type VRGA as in Virtual Reality Game Award to get your names in. And I'm probably going to draw the Twitch one first because my widget is still acting up. Not earlier. Never mind, there it goes. Okay, now it's functioning correctly. That's better. That's better. That's good. Now it's working. Perfect. Get this off the screen. And here are your nominees. This is our final category, Virtual Reality Game of the Year. There's your nominees for Game of the Year in the year 2023 for virtual reality. Only I think you're right. When he put in that entry for the last one, because I'd already rolled it, it probably just rolled him over into this one. That you're right. I think that's what happened. Let's make sure everyone is in on this one. There's a lot of entries on this one. All right, rolling for the quest key on YouTube. Your winner is Jammy Rex. Jammy Rex has won the quest key for Ghost of Tabor from YouTube. Let's run the Twitch giveaway. Jammy, congratulations. GG's. And let's see who wins the key from Twitch. Congratulations to Water for winning the final giveaway of the stream. GG's, congratulations. Yeah, I'm going to send out all these keys either via Whisper on Twitch. If you're on YouTube, I'm going to send you a message directly to whatever email is tied directly to your YouTube account. If I have any problems with that, I'll just send you a message directly via some other way to make sure that you guys get your keys. I'll do my best to get all of those out today. Water, congratulations. Wipe all this. I can actually close some of these tools now. And the winner for virtual reality game of the year is Ghost of Tabor. I'm not gonna lie, this one wasn't even close. They really galvanized their community to vote for them. Ghost won with over 50% of the vote, a pretty dominant victory basically from the jump. So Combat Waffle did a phenomenal thing. It's one of the most successful App Lab games ever, probably behind Gorilla Tag. They did a phenomenal job getting the word out about that, building the community. Just an excellent example to developers who are trying to make it in that platform. So fantastic job. Good job. And oh, by the way, second place for anyone who was wondering was Asgard's Wrath 2. Third place was Assassin's Creed Nexus. But really, this was Ghost's category since I released the ballot. It was always in the lead. It never lost the lead. It was just crushing it. So congrats to Ghost. To recap the entire award show, let's run that through and I'll play the music as we do it. Bring it down a little bit lower. To recap all of the awards, I'll start from the bottom of the ballot. Best sound design was Breachers. Best physics, Battle Talent. Best multiplayer, Ghost of Tabor. Best musical score, I Expect You to Die 3. Best combat, Breachers. Best art and visuals, Horizon Call of the Mountain. Best sports game, Gran Turismo 7. Best family game, Power Wash Simulator. Best adventure game, Asgard's Wrath 2. Best strategy game, Cards and Tankards. Best shooter, best shooter, Ghost of Tabor. Best horror game, Five Nights at Freddy's, Help 1 and 2. Best puzzle game, I Expect You to Die 3. Best action game, Dungeons of Eternity. Best ongoing support, this game that came out before 2023, Hot Dogs, Horseshoes, and Hand Grenades. Best flat to VR port was Resident Evil 4 Remake. Best sequel was Arizona Sunshine 2, and Game of the Year was Ghost of Tabor. Ghost of Tabor won 3 categories. I Expect You to Die 3 won 2 categories, and Breachers also won 2 categories. Those were the multiple category winners. I'll have a graphic out on social media recapping all this. Congratulations to all of those developers and those teams on a ton of hard work. And for every team that was nominated here, it was an awesome year in VR. I'm looking forward to more in 2024. Bunch of people I need to thank. Balear Games for sponsoring this and giving me the keys. Cole from Mass VR for the keys for Inverse. Mava from Beyond Frames for the keys for Out of Hand, Ghost of Tabor. And Silhouette. And RJ from Bovort Games for the keys for Genotype. Thank you to Show Futuristic, Hey Call Me Clay, and Samson from the Let's Talk Oculus podcast for being guest presenters. It was a lot of fun to do that. I hope to do more of those next year. I would love to not present anything next year and just have people in the VR community, content creators, whoever, do this. Must have been a lot of work. This was a ton of work. I really appreciate everyone being here today. I went over a little bit longer than I anticipated. Having to do this by hand because my control deck busted this morning kind of sucked. But hopefully you all enjoy that. Thank you all for tuning in. Is where you can follow me. I'm Live Open Mic on X, on Twitch, and on YouTube. I'll be streaming the rest of Asgard's Wrath 2 across 3 days on Twitch. Starting tomorrow, I'm going to finish up that game. On YouTube, look for another video from me on Monday. I'm also the community manager for 3 Pound Games, where I'm wearing this shirt today. You can check us out at 3lbgames.com. All of our socials and everything are there. We have an awesome hand tracking mixed reality party game called Rocket that you all should check out. That's going to do it for the show. You guys were fantastic. Thank you all for your participation. Thank you all for weighing in on what games you thought should have won. This was fantastic. We're going to do it again next year. Until then, take care of yourselves and happy gaming. Take care.